Welcome to Rat Girls Podcast. I'm Abigail Jensen, and we are joined today by Cassidy Davis, the creator of Chaotic Singles Party, an in-person dating event, and recently engaged.
Yes!
Yay!
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for coming. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So what's the story? Like, how'd he do it?
Yeah. Well, I had a feeling it was coming because he's a terrible liar, which is like great for what?
I just remembered. I'm sorry. I did not mean
No, do it.
My friend Kate Zazowski, I told
Oh my God. I know Kate Zazowski.
Yes, I told her about like running into your mom at the Belmont before the engagement. And I was like, but I felt bad because I went home and congratulated her on Instagram. And I was like, I hope I didn't congratulate her before her, like, she actually saw her family.
Right,
you know,
right.
like, because I was like, that would have been so bad to ruin that surprise. And she was like, oh no, she posted a TikTok, like, later saying you knew your family was in town.
I had a feeling, well, okay, my whole family and friends are not great liars, which is like great for life. You know, I don't want my like future husband to be great at lying, but it's a little tricky for like a surprise engagement because, yeah, he was like very stressed the whole week. Like the day of, he went nonverbal, like starting at 1 p.m., which is like completely not like him. So I was like, okay, something is afoot. But then my dad, I called him like 2 days prior to my engagement because it was his birthday. And I called up, wish him a happy birthday. And he wasn't out to dinner, which he like always is on his birthday. So I was like, why aren't you out to dinner? Like I thought I'd catch you at the restaurant. And he was like, oh, well, 4 a.m. departure tomorrow. Like gotta be up and early. And I was like, departure for what, Dad? And he was like, oh, and he like panics and he's like, Luke Bryan concert, like huge Luke Bryan concert tomorrow. I was like, Luke Bryan, like what Luke Bryan concert starts at like 8 a.m. Like what are you talking about? So just like bypassed it. I was like, you know what, I'm not even gonna Google if Luke Bryan is anywhere near where my parents live right now. Like we're just gonna ignore that one. But the clues were like slapping me in the face. So I had an idea, but it was supposed to be my friend Chloe's birthday. So we were all going out to dinner for my friend Chloe's birthday.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm either gonna look really hot for Chloe's birthday or it's my engagement. Well, I walked into the restaurant and they had picked the restaurant where Ken, my now fiance, had asked me to be his girlfriend. So it was like a special place for us, which was also a clue. I was like, oh, it's a weird choice for birthday dinner, but okay, like probably my engagement. So I like walk into the restaurant, but I see my close friends at the table. So I was like so thrown off. I was like, well, Ken's kind of shy in that way. I don't think he'd ever do a public proposal. So my friend sitting there, I was like, oh, I guess I'm an idiot and made this all about me. Like, what? How embarrassing. And then we ordered drinks. And again, my boyfriend is fully nonverbal and this is his favorite restaurant. So they're like, Ken, what should we get? And he's like staring off in his face. I was like, something is off. And then he like toasts our drink together. Like does a toast and then like starts his speech of like, you know, it's so crazy. 3 years ago, I asked Cassie to be my girlfriend at that table. Here we are at this table, surrounded by like all the people that are most important to us in this world, where I'm going to ask you to marry me and like gets on one knee. And I kind of black out, but I think it was really sweet when he said life-changing and sweet.
From the pictures, it looked very sweet.
I think what he was saying was beautiful. And then I said yes. And then the whole restaurant like erupted in cheers. And I was like so thrown off because we're kind of in a corner. Like I didn't think anyone was really watching us.
Yeah.
But, and I look around and like everyone is filming me. And I was like trying to like look behind the cameras to be like, are those my friends and family?
Right.
Maybe my dad who spoiled the surprise that he was coming. But I didn't recognize anyone. So I was kind of like freaked out because I was like, haha, like thanks guys. Like,
do I know you?
I know. Like, and then out pops my boyfriend's best friend, Kyle, who had gotten to the restaurant the minute it opened and told everyone who could see our table what was happening and asked them all to like video record it while he was like snapping photos.
Oh my God.
So that he would get the airdrops from them and get like a bunch of different angles of the proposal. So I was like so blown away by that. Like still makes me emotional thinking like how many people Kyle talked to and like all the things he did to make that moment special for me. But yeah, he like pops out from behind a trash can like a paparazzi and I was like, that's Kyle. Why are all these people recording me? And then like he sits down and tells us. But yeah, like the owner brought us a bottle of wine, like the table behind us brought us a bottle of wine. Like it was so sweet. This whole restaurant kind of just like celebrated us all night long.
What restaurant was it?
Bestia in downtown LA.
Oh, I don't think I've ever been there before.
Really?
But you're selling it. Like it sounds like such a good community vibe.
Great vibe. It's really good food. It's my boyfriend's favorite restaurant. He's like a huge foodie. It's like kind of Italian, very, very good food. It's like the same owners as like Safi's and that vibe. Yeah. I think. Bavel. I think it's like the same
like
group.
A place.
Yeah. Just like listing random places downtown.
Sure.
Yeah, it's like that group, but they're really sweet. And and then we went to an after party Well, then I get in a limo. My friends surprised me with a limo. I know, which was so like
prom vibes. I love it.
I was like, oh my God. And then the limo takes us to the Belmont, which is the bar we met at. And so then I walk into the Belmont and it's like filled with my dad, my mom, my in-laws, soon to be, and a bunch of friends and family, and my college roommates had all flown in. So I was just like kind of dry heave sobbing a lot in that place, you know?
You look back at the pictures, you're like, I thought they were going to be really cute, but you're just like, sobbing.
I'm like hugging my college roommates. You can hear me like crying, like full chest crying. But it was like such a sweet, and that was like my dream to have the Belmont, because there's a back room.
Belmont, yeah.
Love the Belmont.
It's the best. I go there probably 4 times a week. I might
have
a problem.
Oh my God, I need to go more, because it's great food.
Great food.
Great
cheap.
Drinks. Cheap.
If you go from 4 to 7, it's happy hour, I think. And I don't have a real job, so.
4 to 7 is when I'm there.
Yeah.
No, it's a great like dive, but that's not too divey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the best. And so my dream would have been because there's that back room that's kind of like private.
Yeah.
And so I've always thought like, oh, getting engaged would be so cute, because like we met here. But then like the limo drove past it. So I kind of like looked out and I was like, oh, dang, that would have been cute, but whatever. Yeah. I was like, whatever, we're going. And then they like did a whole like wrap around, and I was like, oh my God, are we going to the Belmont? And I was just like, yeah, so blown away by it.
God, just like being surrounded by family and like having people be so happy for you is so incredible. And having met your mom and soon to be mother-in-law at the Belmont, like they were so happy for you, and I'm like just so sweet. And like, because I happened like to be at the Belmont at this time. This is how we like we followed each other on Instagram, but how we got like reconnected basically, and I like reached out to you. But yeah, it's just like they were pumped.
I know, they were so funny. They're like, we talked to this girl, she's so sweet and she's so excited for you. And I was like, okay, like thanks mom. Like, what are you doing? And then I get your DM. Well, I didn't even check my phone that day, so you're totally good. But I saw your DM the next morning. I was like, oh my God, hey, you're the girl who met my mom and mother-in-law. Like, that's so. But like I said, like Chardonnay in their hand, no one is an enemy. Like everyone is a friend.
Everyone, and what a goal in life. Like I feel like
no, they're a vibe.
We talked to them, and as we were leaving, we were like, we want to be that in like however many years, 10 years or whatever. Like they seemed very young. Their vibes were young, but like they were just so friendly and such good vibes.
I know, they like have a great way of like approaching strangers and just like becoming everyone's best friend. And sometimes I'm like, okay, mom, cool it. Like, let's just talk me and you. And she's like, why would we do that when there's 50 new people that I've never met before? Just like new friends all around us. I'm like, oh my God.
I remember when we would go to church growing up, like we were made to go to church, my like siblings and I, and we would tell mom like, you gotta leave right after, like stop sticking around and talking to people.
Like mingling.
Yeah, like stop mingling. And I think now about it, I'm like, she had 4 kids, she was really so tired. This was like the one time of the week she was like seeing people. We're like, get out of there mom, like stop socializing.
Time to take us home and feed us.
Yeah.
That's probably like the first adult conversation she had all week.
Yeah, totally. Like, this sucks.
No, but as kids, like you don't want to spend any more time in church than you have to.
Oh, 100%.
So I get it.
No.
I totally get that.
But now, like I feel like your mom's, like, they would have thrived in that scenario.
Oh, 100%. My mom would have talked to your mom for like 40 minutes and like then gone home with you guys and probably like held like 4 of the babies. Like,
do you guys want a casserole? Like, I have it on me.
I know. I was telling you, I'm like, one of these days she's gonna befriend a serial killer though. Like, it's like her ratio. Like, she has good radar for good people. Obviously, she talked to you for so long, but I'm like, one of these days, girl, you're gonna stumble upon a serial killer. Like, give him your name, your address, your social security number, and then like.
But maybe the kindness will change his life. I'm gonna assume this is a man.
Yeah, it's obviously a man. Yeah. Maybe she has the power to change America.
To change serial killers everywhere. So tell me, like, chaotic singles party started with you inviting 65 people over via Hinge.
Via Tinder.
Yes. Throwback. I love. Tell me about it.
Yes. So I was just so tired of dating in LA and like going on shitty coffee dates that felt like job interviews. And I was like, I'm so fun at a party with a drink in my hand. Kind of like my mom, I guess. And I was like, I wish I could date in that environment with my friends and just be like much more relaxed and like this like very forced like interaction. So it was Valentine's Day 3 years ago. And I told my single girlfriends, I was like, let's not be sad losers this Valentine's Day. Let's go on Tinder, swipe on any guy who looks like he'd be a fun wedding date, and invite them to my apartment. I'm going to throw this house party. And my roommate was a little bit nervous, obviously, because A, our apartment's not that big, and B,
we were just talking about serial killers.
I mean, serial killers. I'm like inviting them in. Like, I just made fun of my mom for doing this, and I'm like, and then I did that to 65 men.
It's hereditary.
I know, literally. And so, yeah, we all swiped, and I personally invited 65 men and gave them all my address and like how to get into my building. Hopefully they deleted those texts. But it was like so fun. And like 40 of the guys came, and a lot of guys thought we were going to like harvest their organs. So they like declined us. And I was like, if you could see me right now, I'm like so not the harvest organ vibe.
Yeah.
But like the people who came were so fun, and like no one robbed us, mainly because we didn't have much to rob. And no one kidnapped anyone. And we had such a fun house party. And like everyone who was at that party was like the best vibe. And we all really like connected and had so much fun together. And then I put the TikToks up online, and I like woke up to 1 million views, and people just like thousands of comments being like, wait, this is so fun. Throw another party. Like, I would love to come to this. And I was like, not sure. But then my best friend Jenna was like, you should do it. Like, maybe just throw one more and see what happens. And I was like, okay. So I rented out a bar, obviously, not my apartment again. And I sold out that bar of 500 people in like 30 minutes.
What bar was it?
Sassafras Saloon.
Oh, yeah. That's a great vibe.
I know, it's a great vibe. They're great people. And I had kind of known them from like birthday parties and stuff in the past. So they were like willing to take a chance on me, because I was like, it could be 50 people. It could be like 10. I really don't know. And then when they had 500, they were like obviously beyond thrilled. And I was like, oh my God. So we had really like struck something that I think single people needed in that time. Yeah,
and still need currently, which takes us into the main cheese, which is like dating in real life.
Yes.
Why you should do it.
Amen.
And why like the chaos is good.
Yeah.
So tell me like why the in-person dating do you think is resonating with people so much right now?
I feel like the apps can be so useful, and there's such a time and space for them, and people who find luck on them, slay. Keep going. Keep swiping. I'm not here to deter you at all. But I also feel like for other people, it's just, there was a lot of dating app fatigue. There was a lot of like post, lockdown, just wanting to reconnect with people in real life and not be so computer-y programmed in that way. And so I think like just the thought of going to a bar where everyone is single is something a lot of people are unfamiliar with these days.
Yeah.
And so I think it really struck a nerve in that way, that people were like looking to connect. They were looking to date outside their comfort zone. They were looking to switch up their dating routine. And if I could provide a safe space for them where I guarantee 200 people in this bar are going to be single. So you can approach anyone here and you will have an interaction with someone who's single, whether you hit it off or not is then its own thing. But at least you won't like be approaching married men or, being rejected in that way. And so I think that was like a really attractive quality to the parties.
It's like immediate barrier that's down.
Totally. Because you all have something in common, right? You all are single and all agreed to come to this event tonight and are looking to connect. So like just the energy alone in the parties is much more open, much more like, I feel like when you go up to someone at a bar, sometimes it's kind of like, hey, like what can I do for you? And this party is, everyone is there to connect. So even if like you're not into them or they're not into you, there's a much more friendlier and like more open element to it.
Yeah. And also a cool way to make friends. Like even if you don't romantically click with someone.
Totally.
Because LA is a hard place to make friends also.
Totally. I mean, I feel like a lot of big cities are, and especially when you're the one single friend in your friend group, which I definitely struggled with as well, it starts feeling even lonelier. Like now you don't have girlies to go out with. Now all your people are doing like game nights where they're just like with their partner all night. And that was like I didn't mind being single when I was single, but then it was like so much lonelier when it felt like I was the only one doing it and I was the only one wanting to go out. And I'm like, well, I don't want to go out to like a bar by myself. Like, I don't know. And I just wish I had more people around me. So the parties are even great for that. Like the girl gangs that leave together or that connect with each other. I think that's maybe the most life-changing thing about the parties is like the girl gangs, but also like a ton of connections have been made too, which is obviously like my dream. Yeah,
the girlies are the soulmates, like Sex and the City says.
No, truly. I mean, but even if you just find that one girlie who will go out with you one night a week to meet people, like that is truly life-changing, you know?
Totally. And so how do you find people to, like you post about it on TikTok. I have to imagine girls are like clawing at coming. Like, it's such a good idea. But how do you get the boys to come? Because I feel like that must be a little harder.
Totally. Yeah. So now I've been in business 3 years. We're in 9 different cities around the country. I hope to be in 15 by the end of the year.
Wow.
When we first started, our first year of business was so hard to get men in the door. Like, I felt like a Vegas promoter where like girls get in free. I was like, guys get in free. Like, I will buy you a drink. Like, I really felt like I was just like, hot men, where are you? Like, I was walking into fire departments and inviting firefighters personally, like being like, if all of you come, like, the odds are in your favor. It's yours to lose. You
also, it's like free. If you live in LA and you're a firefighter, free drinks. Like, everyone's going to buy your drink for you.
Exactly. I was like inviting the whole like LA rugby team. I was DMing the whole LA soccer team, the whole LA Dodgers team that were single. I was hustling to get like men in the door. These days, I would say actually the opposite is true. It's more men than women these days at the parties, which is shocking because I worked so hard to get the men. But I feel like maybe women are a little bit more they're not as going out as much right now. I don't know why. But yeah, at the beginning it was much more women. Now it's a little bit more men, but getting that ratio 50-50 in terms of like the heterosexual aspect is super, super important to me. And then also having the diversity in sexuality is also really important to me. So we do like queer only parties. But we always have like a queer community at every party as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. And I love that you were hustling. And I love that you went into the fire department's DMs because I feel like firefighters were always like in media portrayed so hot. And I'm from Missouri. And I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? I've never seen a hot firefighter because it's just like old men like
really?
volunteering. Like dads like. And then I came to WeHo and like the firefighters were dancing at the Abbey. And I was like, oh, this is what they were talking about.
What?
Yeah. Hello, sir.
No, I know. LA firefighters are hot and
so attractive.
Like they're strong and heroes.
And sheroes, according to sorry.
Sheroes.
They said that they did like a whole like Grammy commitment. Like at the Grammys, they did a commitment to the firefighters.
Oh my God.
And one of the head of the firefighters said, I want to thank all my heroes and sheroes. I was like, oh no.
Not sheroes.
Not sheroes. We can just include women in the
No, like heroes is kind of non-gender specific at all. That's so funny. Oh my God, I don't think I could say that with a straight face.
No, it's like
to the camera
too. And I was like, this is crazy. Anyway, sorry. I'm just so thankful for the girlies that you were hustling.
Yeah, no, for sure. I was like walking into fire departments and like with cookies and being like, hey. And then they'd be like, do you want to make an announcement over the loudspeaker? And I was like, I guess so. Like sweating profusely and then being like, you know, not for me, but you should come for the rest of the girlies. Like not trying to like whore myself out to these men. And I was like telling my boyfriend, I was like, I walked into 7 fire departments today. And he was like, cool, great. Love that.
Oh my God, which also like if anyone did want to go in there and whore themselves out, good for you, because like that's
very
the
friendly
place to be. Yeah.
No, if you bring them cookies, they'll let you in. That's what I've learned. So that's my dating tip.
What do the events look like? Like, what are you guys doing at them? Obviously, like mingling, drinking. Are there any activities?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The first few parties, I didn't realize I should have like icebreaker games. I kind of just filled the bar with singles. But sometimes it turns into like awkward, like middle school dance vibes where like one half's on one side, one's on the other. So now we have like icebreaker games and programming to help like blend it a bit more and make it not feel awkward. My goal is that it feels like just a bar that we have filled with singles. And you can enjoy it and you kind of forget that you're at a ticketed event with a name tag on. That's my goal. But at the beginning, we play some opening icebreaker games to help you like walk around and meet people, like bingo or a few others. And then we have some lead icebreaker games I do on the microphone. And then we have like a wheel of chaos we walk around and spin. And then everyone has like a different theme. Like this past weekend, we did a Love Island pool party. So we did like a lot of Love Island themed games. We also did like a salsa night in DC. So we like started the party with a salsa class and you got to like dance with everyone and like meet everyone that way. We did line dancing in Philly recently. So again, like you kind of line danced with everyone and that was like your icebreaker. So I like to switch it up a bunch, switching up venues and like themes and vibes so that they all feel a little bit different. But yeah, we're there to help you if you need some ice to be broken. Yeah. But for my like chaotic queens who don't need it, they kind of just like ignore me on the microphone and they're doing their thing. And I love that for them.
I love that for them too. You know? And I love that you give the freedom. Like whatever feels right to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't.
Exactly. Yeah. If you're like feeling a little more shy or you came solo, like we're here to help. If you're like, I got this, then we're getting out of your way.
I love it. And it's probably so great, those icebreakers, like just any point of like commonality people can connect to. Like, oh, we're both from the Midwest. We're both from the East Coast. Anything like is going to be a way in for people to start chatting.
Totally, because I feel like the art of approaching a stranger at a bar, it has died. I don't know how or when or why, but that isn't something people do anymore. So it does feel like the icebreakers just kind of like help you get back into the rhythm of like going up to a group of strangers and like, you're like, what do I say? Well, now I've given you a bingo where you have to find someone who blank. Yeah. And so you can go up to the group of strangers and be like, do any of you have a cat or dog? Now we're chatting. You know what I mean?
Cool.
And you feel like the energy in the room dissipate like once we've played a few of those icebreaker games. Like I hear everyone get louder. I feel like the anxiety has gone. Like it really does make such a difference, I feel.
That's awesome. And then do you have, like, what do you hear afterwards that people like liked about it? Like, why do they like this versus Tinder?
Yeah, I mean, I hear a lot from women that they feel a lot safer dating in this environment because they can bring 4 of their friends.
Yeah, like strength in numbers.
Strength in numbers, totally. I hear from men that it's like a very cost effective. Like for the price of one ticket, they can kind of, I mean, depending on their hustle, talk to 20, 50 women in one night, you know?
Totally.
Instead of having to take each of those women out to coffee if they pay. And I also hear just like it gives everyone's dating life like the revamp they need to like whether they find someone that night or not, they feel much more like encouraged and bold to go out there and be like searching for their person instead of letting their person find them.
Yeah, you're like giving people their confidence back,
totally,
probably.
Yeah, or just the confidence to get out there more.
Yeah.
And I really feel like if you're putting that energy out there, it does come back for you in some way. But I think probably the best thing I've heard about the parties is that when someone went from my party to like a different bar, like they pre-gamed with us and mingled, and 11 the party's usually over, so sometimes people party hop. And she's like, I went to the bar down the street and the vibe, like I immediately went up to someone at the bar and was like, hey, like da-da-da, like kind of still in the rhythm from the event, and just got like immediately rejected so rudely. And she was like, oh my God, I'm not at the singles party anymore. I have to like game face back on, walls back up, like I'm now at a regular bar.
Yeah.
And I was like, I love that. I love that like I don't love that she got flat rejected in a rude way, but I love that. Let me be clear. But I love that the energy was open at the chaotic singles party in a way that isn't everywhere, you know?
Yeah, and it almost is like I hope that the more people go to chaotic singles party, like the more it like infects like the cities it's in, that they just like spread the openness, and like
totally
eventually more open people being out there means more people talking to each other in bars in general.
I know, because it's such a bummer that that's a lost art form. Like I haven't been single for a minute, but I've never felt, unless someone's being a freak about it, I've never felt like when someone approaches me at a bar to either chat or gap, I'm never like, ew, like get the F away from me. Like I don't know why we kind of have that like nature about us now. I feel like, I don't know, maybe the COVID or just we spend a lot of more like time alone, like working from home. We're just kind of like uncomfortable with it, but I feel like I love meeting strangers, and I don't know why the art form died. It shouldn't die.
No, it definitely should. I do think like COVID, I remember like when you would go out to eat and it was like you could only have 4 people at a table.
Right.
Like bars started putting tables in, like no one could mingle, no one could walk around. And for about 2 years after COVID, I had really bad just social anxiety in general. And I feel like that definitely like bled into dating.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I feel like we were taught like stranger danger, like anyone with that at like mass, like we hate them. Like it was, I think a lot of like us against you vibe. Yeah. People who weren't in your pod, you know. So I feel like that could for sure has impacted dating and just I think people's social battery in general.
Yeah, it's weird. And then once you now get yourself like there, like that girl who like felt energized to go to another bar, like then you get like energized,
right?
And you can realize that like being around people is actually like can help you mentally, and like community can help you mentally talking to people, but it just takes like a second to you have to like almost convince yourself to get out of the isolation sometimes.
Yeah, it is scary, right? Like it's so comfortable in the isolation in some ways. I mean, obviously not all the time, but I feel like there's so much comfort in that. There's, you know, no one's rejecting you, no one's being mean to you. Like there is comfort in that. And it is scary to put yourself out there, which is why like anyone who does come to the events, I'm like so protective over them, like so inspired by them, seeing them really like be bold, be courageous, shoot their shot. Like there's nothing like it. Seeing that person cross over to the other side of the room and ask. Like, I'm like, yes. It just like makes
like
you want to cry.
You're like, go, 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 go.
I know, because I'm like, I know that's so not easy to do when you're doing it, you know? And so I just feel like it's so important for people to get back out into IRL and like remember what it's like to talk to people.
Oh my God, at the Love Island one where people like, can I pull you for a chat?
Yes, we did these like balloon games. Okay, I was like,
they just did balloon game last night.
I know. Okay, that was crazy because I was like choreographing this balloon game in my bedroom by myself, being like, I don't know, because I was looking at the challenges and I was like, which one can I do that's not like, because some of them are so sexy. Like
so sexy and so food focused that I'm like, these girls and guys are gonna get infections, like UTIs, like food in their swimsuits. Like, what is this liquid?
I know, because I was like, the challenge I had was like, the first one I think of was obviously the blindfold challenge where they're all like making out, and I was like, yeah, but like, you don't want to do that at a sex party. Like, you don't want to be like, guess who made out with you? And then you have to look at these people and be like, not you. Like, I don't know. I was like, the people who would do that challenge are not the people you want to be making out with, I fear. And so I was like, I can't do that one. And then the spit food one, I obviously was not going to get like milk and make everyone.
They need to stop that on the show. It disgusts me.
That's the one challenge. I'm like, let's skip it, guys. Yeah. This year, let's skip that one. And they keep bringing that one back. With the milk was so much worse than like the ketchup mustard or whatever last year was.
Like, it smells. Like all the contestants says it smells.
Yeah.
Why are we doing it? I want like them to be sexy.
Yeah, I know. Like no milkmaiden fantasy of mine. Like you won't catch me looking at it. Like
that's literally
so
a yeast
weird.
infection happening. Milk plus heat, like it's just brewing.
And it's been out there for like a minute. They film those challenges. I think it takes them a few hours to like get all the footage. Ugh, yeah. So I was like, I obviously can't do that one. So we did this like balloon one where I filled the balloons with missions for them to complete. Like find someone wearing the same color as you, find someone with the same area code as you. And so they were like teams of 4 and they had to pass the balloon between them without using their hands. And then they had to pop it on the final person and like complete the mission and like find people to add to their team and like that sort of thing, which was really fun. And a lot of girls got like picked up and popped into the man, which was very sexy.
Yeah, there is some spiciness happening.
I know. I felt like Ariana Madix. I was like, yay.
Yay. I'm so proud of you.
I know. No, it was very cute. We did like confessionals and stuff too. It's fun.
God, I love it. We did confessionals at our wedding because
I was gonna do it at my wedding.
Oh my God, it's the best. Well, because we are obsessed with reality, specifically like Bravo and Love Island.
Yeah, of course.
And so we got married in August, so it was coming off of the Love Island of last year. So we did like Love Island themed confessionals.
So cute, like video, audio recording.
Yeah, video, audio recording. We are like, we haven't watched them yet and we've heard people had like a great time doing them, but we were like, this is going to be like at a year, we're going to go through and watch them all and then like edit it together, you know, like
that's so cute.
To relive, but I recommend 100%.
Oh my God, that's so sweet. Okay, I'd love that. Yeah, because the first ever party, the video that went viral from my apartment was confessionals. Like I did confessionals in the bathroom. So I have a video of now my fiance Ken being, because he was one of the 65 guys I invited, and being in the bathroom being like, I kind of like Cassidy, like she's such a cool girl, and me being like, I have a crush on Ken, like da da da. And then we did like a few confessionals after that. So I have this kind of like video compilation of our confessionals when we were like babies dating each other. So now I'm like, I have to do them at the wedding.
Yeah,
like,
you guys have to each get it. I kind of like Ken at the wedding. Like, I know. I think I'm gonna commit to this guy.
I know, literally. They're like, I have a crush. I don't know. Well, I'm in like white.
No, that would be so cute. Do you guys know, have you thought about where you're getting married yet?
You know, I haven't. I have some ideas, but everyone has told us to enjoy the engagement.
Yes.
And because planning parties is like my day job full time, I'm like, once I turn that planner light on, I think I'll just be like buzzing about it. So I'm just buzzing. Like, yeah, I'm like up at night like twitching. So I'm just trying to enjoy the engagement for a moment.
As you should.
But yeah, then I think when we get into it, but TikTok knows I'm engaged because now it's like every single video is like, if you're getting married, if you're engaged, if you're getting married. And I'm like, oh my God, you're stressing me out.
I know they're listening. Whoever my little FBI agent is.
No, I know.
Like always
it's
listening.
Like freaky. Do you have any advice? So you're almost at a year. What?
Almost at a year. Oh, advice.
Not to put you on the spot. So.
No. I think it was, for me, it was much harder than I thought it was going to. Just the planning. I'm not a planner. Yeah. I'm not an organized person. I'm very type B in a lot of aspects of my life.
Yeah.
And I think that sometimes you realize like people are going to have opinions you didn't even know. Like my mom is the best person in the world. She's so incredible. She kind of surprised me with some things that she cared about that like I was just like, I don't know if I'm vibing with this exactly. Yeah. And I think I realized like at the end of the day, it's your wedding. So I ended up being the one like, we can't invite your work friends. Like we can't like, and like we're sticking to the people that I know because I want to be as comfortable on the day. Because I walked down the aisle to It's Britney, bitch. Like I want people, you know, that I love and understand me and are not judgmental or gossipy, you know? Like,
wait, that's so iconic. What?
You walked down Britney, bitch, into a Pink Pony Club.
Shut like an instrumental version or like the OG version?
The OG version. Yeah.
Like It's Britney Bitch and you started like dun dun dun.
Yeah,
dun,
yeah.
No way.
I was like, no rules. But that's what I wanted for my
iconic.
day was like do what makes you feel like 100% like yourself. Because like if there's anyone there who you like feel like you couldn't be 100% yourself in front of, then like they don't have to be there basically. And it's a hard balance when it's parents, friends and stuff, but that's so smart. I mean, eventually I won, I guess.
Yeah. No, but that's so smart because it is like your day. And I feel like sometimes it feels like it's everyone's day too.
Yeah.
But it is like your day. And I know that's what makes me want to have it be like actually on the smaller side.
Yes.
Because like there's a world in which it could easily be like 300 people between family and like acquaintances. And then we start, if you invite this person, you have to invite like 20 other, you know. So like I kind of want to, I always thought I wanted a huge wedding, but now that I'm here, I'm kind of like maybe a smaller, like really close people only could be really nice.
No, it's because you also think like there's so many people there, and then the day of you like basically talk to all of them. So like divide your day into like 150 people or whatever it is. Like that's how many minutes you get with the person. And so it's like of all the people you love in town, who do you want to actually be able to spend time with?
Totally.
If that makes sense.
No, that totally makes sense.
Anyway,
that's great advice.
Stress you. I hope that didn't stress you. I feel like
my eyes switching. No, I'm just kidding.
I feel like when I talk about like weddings, I'm like, it was the best day ever, but the lead up was a little, you know, like.
No, I'm already feeling that. Like I feel like there's just gonna be like hard boundaries have to reset. Yeah. I feel like maybe some feelings might be hurt, but it's a good exercise in like, you know, setting boundaries compassionately.
Totally. Like, I'm not here to make friends. This is my wedding.
No, exactly. Like low key, but like in a nice way.
But in like a respectful, I've gone to therapy, I know how to set boundaries way.
Yeah, exactly. Because I feel like the worst thing would be like to have regrets and look back on that day and be like, oh, I did that because that person wanted me to or whatever. You know?
Totally. That's what I felt. I was like, at the end of the day, what's going to make me happiest, and doing things for me is what's going to make me happiest. Yeah. So like, let's lean into that. And then like the day of, then my mom's not missing her work friend the day of our wedding. Right. You know, like that's not going through her head. She's just excited that we're getting married.
I know. And honestly, it's like one less person she gets pulled into a chat with during her daughter's big day. Right. You know what I mean?
100%. So.
Okay. This is good advice.
Yeah. It's not to stress you.
No, not stressed at all. Like I said, I'm not like, I haven't turned on the light switch of planning yet. So I'm kind of just like in a phase of like getting advice from especially people who have done it recently. And I'm just kind of like taking it all in.
No, it's also just so, like the engagement is so fun to enjoy. And I'm so happy that your friends came and like had that moment with you. Like, because that's like your close friends are the ones who came. So the fact you got to spend time with them and be excited with them then is huge.
I know. Yeah. That was like so special. It was my 4 college roommates who were all East Coasters. So they all flew across the country for like 48 hours just to be there. And I like truly like dry heaved, sobbed. So sobbed.
Have you had friends come to any of your singles events?
Oh my God, of course. Yeah. They come all the time.
Oh my God. What do they like? What do the connections look like afterwards? What have you seen come from the events?
Yeah. I know of like 40 or 50 couples that are still dating by name that have come to the parties. I know. Which is so crazy.
Couples is like, that means there's like 80 or 100 of them, people-wise.
Yeah,
damn.
People-wise. Yeah. Because I asked them to keep me posted because I'm like obviously so excited and so invested in it. So they always will send me DMs of like them on vacations with their families or like we're, you know, taking our first trip together and they'll send me like little messages. So it like makes my whole life, like getting those messages, I just like cry.
That makes all the hard work worth it.
I know. And I'm going to a wedding of the first couple I ever set up. Not at a singles party, but before one this year. I think probably we will be the first couple from a singles party, chaotic singles party to get married, but maybe, I don't know. But yeah, no, hearing that part of it is like truly why I do it because event planning is not for the faint of heart. So when I see, like, when I'm like bags under my eyes, like haven't slept in days, but I see two people walk out together, I'm like, and I'll do it again tomorrow. You know what I mean? I'm like,
and
that's enough for me.
continues.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And we've done singles only trips. I've led like singles only trips.
Yeah, your mom was saying Thailand?
Yeah.
You're my best friend, your mom.
I'm dead. How deep did you guys, how long were you chatting?
Is she going with you?
She wants to go with me.
God, she was like, I'm going with you.
Did she? Well, yeah, of course she said that. She's like, I'm ready to go whenever you are. I'm like, it's a single trip, Mom. And you're married.
Understand.
She's like a great wing woman, though. She actually is a good wing woman.
Oh, she would start the convos for people.
Right, exactly.
She's the icebreaker.
I know, it's true. Yeah, we're going to Thailand this year. We went to Portugal last year. And I led 10 singles from all over the country to Portugal. And it was so fun. And a couple from that trip are still dating too.
No way.
Which is like crazy. Cause like that was...
What a cool way to meet people.
Oh my God, it was the best. We were 10 singles and well, I wasn't single, but I brought them everywhere. And like, we went with a company who had all these fun excursions and I got to like customize the itinerary to be fun for like late 20s, early 30s. I was like, we're not going to do a ton of like museums because I don't care.
Yeah.
But,
it's like looking at photos. It's like, okay.
I know, like one or two. We appreciate the history. And then I'm like, to the club, you know? So I was like planning all these like extracurricular activities that like the company that we went with was like, you can plan that part. We're going to plan like the cooking class and like the other fun stuff. So yeah, we went on a bar crawl one night and we just met up with all these other tourists from all over the world that were also traveling through Lisbon. And one of the girls from my trip met one of the guys on the bar crawl and they're still dating to this day.
Whoa, what do you know crazy. What the company is? It Intro Travel by chance?
No, it's EF Go Ahead Tours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I did Intro Travel in Thailand when I went.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it wasn't a singles trip because, you know, there were some couples on there, but it was definitely like the cool thing is you're spending so much time with people. You're doing these like fun activities you don't get to do like in adult life usually, so it's like adult summer camp in like the coolest location, and then by the end of it you're like best friends with everyone. I did hook up with one of them like on the beach, not actually hot, like because like
sand everywhere.
Sand, yeah.
But still kind of an iconic story.
Still an iconic story. Some stray dogs ran up to us after. I was like, this is weird vibes. Oh, big mistake. I also found out later it was like illegal, I guess. Well, I guess it's illegal everywhere to have like sex outside, basically.
That makes sense.
But I was like, oh no,
what if you went to like Thailand prison?
Yeah, literally. I was like, oh no. I was like, I should have thought this through. But best experience for the dating, like that was fun element of it. But just like community, like being kids, like as adults basically. Totally. And like being silly with people and exploring new things with them. Like you would at camp.
I know. It did feel very camp-esque, like, because you don't do that anymore as adults, right? Like you go to summer camp when you're like 14 and meet a bunch of strangers, but you don't do it anymore. But yeah, it was like this trip for people who are like tired of waiting for their friends to book a trip, or if you're like the single friend and all your people now travel with their couples, it's great for that because everyone just kind of came together and like we were kind of like a stone cold pack of weirdos just going through Portugal. And by the end, we were all like very close.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are coming to Thailand again, which is like so cute.
Do you know where you're going in Thailand?
Yes. We're going to Bangkok to start.
Which is so fun. Like
I've heard good things.
It's so, because you think like, oh, I fly into Bangkok. You don't think much of it, but it's like, no, it's like, I mean, it's like 9 million people or something. It's crazy. It's like a huge city. That's like amazing.
Yeah, I've heard good things about that, and like the nightlife. I've heard good things about.
Oh yeah, there's like great nightlife and then great like markets. Like amazing food.
Yeah, we're doing a few of the markets and like a Buddha tour, and then we're flying to the Phuket Islands. Yeah. And we're like island hopping around there. I want to like see if there's like a moon party or something that I can.
The full moon party. That's the one in White Lotus I went to when I was there. Yes.
No way.
Yeah, Copenhagen. I'm definitely saying that wrong, but it was the best time ever. You do want. It's not as like because we went a few nights because we were just there for like 3 nights in a row, and one of the nights was actually the full moon, and that's when it's like bumping. So you want to like the full moon is the time to go.
I know. I need to Google what moon will be there when we're there. I'm hoping. Oh my God, that'd be so sick.
So fun.
That scene Thailand made me so excited. I was like, we have to do this. Whether it's just like us in a wood somewhere. I'm like, we're doing this.
Like that's just your itinerary. You're like, Bangkok, okay, Copenhagen, Koh Samui. I think Koh Samui is where they were, the hotel was.
Oh really? Where they filmed?
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's so cool.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I would love
gorgeous.
to do that. It seems so beautiful. And then we're going to Chiang Mai.
I didn't get to go, but that's Jesse and I, that's our next trip.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like an elephant sanctuary there that we're doing, and then we're doing like a Thai cooking class there too.
The cooking classes are so good.
That's what everyone says. I'm like so excited to learn how to cook Thai. Not that I will. I'm a terrible cook. But
No, I was like, I'm going to bring this home with me. I like saved the recipe. I was like, I'm never ordering food out again. And then I got home. I was like, oh shit. I don't have the motivation.
There's no one more dedicated than someone after a cooking class. Like the way I bought a pasta maker after my first pasta cooking class, I was like, this is about to be me. I'm about to be that girl that you come over, homemade ravioli. Ever heard of it?
Yeah.
Girl, the thing has never been unopened from that box. But that hour after the cooking class, I thought I was a different person.
No, literally. It's like, I am Martha Stewart, maybe.
No,
like, Rachel
literally.
Ray, move over.
Like, should I write a cooking book?
Yeah.
Like, is this my calling? No.
And also, like,
Absolutely not.
usually after a cooking class, like, I feel like the vibe is, like, you are very drunk usually. So it's like I was just, like, blacked out, like, I'm going to do this.
You're so right. No one talks about how drunk you get at a cooking class.
All you're doing is drinking while you're waiting for the food to cook.
I know. I'm like folding one ravioli, chugging a whole bottle of wine, one ravioli, and I'm like, I should do this for a living. No, actually, so true.
Dead. Well, I'm so excited for you for Thailand. I mean, that's going to be the best trip. I can't wait to like follow. Do you post pictures too, Chaotic Singles Party? Like, of the trips? Okay.
Yeah. I'll be like annoying on social media that week. So
I'm ready to
block me.
I'm ready to be like at the Belmont 2 wines in, like liking every story. Like
my mom pops up.
Yeah. I went to hang with Abby. Are there any like advice for people who are not in a city that Chaotic Singles events happens yet?
Yeah.
Like how can they go and meet people in real life?
Yeah, for sure. My first advice would be to move to a city where Chaotic Singles. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, do it. Upend your life.
No, I would say to grab a girl gang or a friend and try to just show up to things that you wouldn't normally go to. Like look on Eventbrite. Look, there are tons of events, probably even in your city. And even if they might sound weird or they just sound like completely out of your comfort zone, like just try to just go and show up, and you just really don't know who you will meet or what that night will be. Like there was a moment where I was going to free salsa dancing classes like every week, just like to meet people and to like try a new hobby and just see what happened. And I had so much fun there. I met so many people. I got to dance with so many different guys. And it really like inspired me to keep like being out in the world. I feel like these days we get so comfortable at home. And again, I get it. It's safe. It's lovely in your bed watching TikToks. I love it too. Yeah. But I think that if you aren't out there searching for love, you will just find who finds you. And if you're not happy with who's finding you, then you have to do something about it. And so I would say grab a friend, because you really just need one friend. Yeah. That's what my mom always used to tell me. We moved around a lot, and she'd always say, you just need one friend every new place we go. And it was so true. I'd make one friend, and then I could do anything. Cool. So just like go places. Just say yes to random things. Like the night I met my now fiance, I was in a abandoned clothing store at a rave, which I have no business being at. But I said yes to something and was like, sure, fuck it, let's go. Yeah. And then like my whole life changed that night. So I don't know. I just feel like saying yes to random things, whether it's a friend's house party or a salsa class or, you know, a road trip to a city for a weekend. I just feel like be in the practice of putting yourself out there.
Yeah, I also feel like if it's something like out of the norm, it automatically gives you like something to connect with other people on, and like be like, isn't this a little funny? Like how do we end up here? Like, totally. You know, and it just automatically gives you something to talk about, like an immediate icebreaker.
Totally, I know, and I think even at the parties and in real life is what I always say is like, don't just hug the wall when you go there. Like it took courage to go there. Now like make it like promise yourself for the next 4 hours you're gonna be the boldest version of yourself, and just like go, even if you're at like a Shrek rave. Just
oh my god,
go be meeting people at the Shrek rave. Don't just be in a Shrek hat in the back somewhere being like, this was a huge mistake. Like,
I don't think anyone could feel that at a Shrek rave. Only positive energy.
Only great vibes. Yeah. But that's what I mean. Like the weirder the better, but just like once you're there, make it a point to like be bold.
Yeah, and like I love I've been seeing a lot of like the Renaissance Fair in LA. Have you seen that? I was oh, that's such a good like way to meet people. Totally. I feel like. And then, like, you can always, like, go to like, I like when there's something else you can do if you ever feel, like, awkward or alone. Like, oh, I can go stand by a booth and ask, like, the people at the booth, you know, what rats they're talking about at this Reddit or whatever. Like,
totally. No, 100%.
Like, I love when there's like a lot going on because it gives people like, oh, I can go from being a little alone time, like if I feel a second uncomfortable, and then go back out and find new people to talk to.
100%. I think that is so great. I also think like your local dog park, if you have a dog, like that is exactly what you're talking about, right? Then you can have a few chats with the people and then you watch your dogs for a second. It's not awkward. You can be like, oh, like your dog loves to do that. Mine too, or whatever, you know?
Dog parents are horny. They are.
Yeah. And like you get to see how they treat their dog, might be how they treat you or their kids. Like, I feel like it's a good, my friend went to a dog park recently and like she met so many friends.
Yeah.
She like has dated a few of the people at that park. It's a great place to just have a like organic, non-pressure chat, and you have that thing to fall back on, like you were saying.
Yeah, like
when you feel awkward.
Let's talk about our dogs. Like your like built-in chat. How old are they? What breed are they? Like
people love to talk about their dogs, right? Like it's such an easy. Just talk to them about that, you know.
I love that. The people at the dog park I go to are just like, I mean, they are feral to talk to. It feels like it's like the end of the day, like. Everyone worked at home, didn't talk to anyone in real life, and now they're like going into the world to hold people hostage and talk to them. No, and I'm here for it because that's me too, you know? Like, like it's like, what'd you do today? Did you see a person or just all dogs? Like,
no, 100%. I mean, they could have taken their dog on a walk. They brought them to the park. Like they're kind of looking for some social interaction too, you know?
And then is there any like, I mean, is any question or any like thing you say that gets you into it an okay way to approach, like, or is it like, oh, stay away from asking people where they're from, or like, is there anything to stay away from or to do, like?
I don't know. I feel like feel it out, trust your instincts. I love to ask people where they're. I've also seen like my now fiance make so many friends asking people where they're from because they can talk about sports so quickly. Where are you from? Oh, do you like that sports team? And then they like are making out. I'm like, I don't know how boys do that. That's so they can do it so quickly.
Totally.
About sports, but I would say I don't know if there's anything off limits. Just probably if you're, you know, a cis straight man going for like the physical compliment or something can sometimes be a little off-putting. So like, I would always start with a question. People love to talk about themselves, and like lead with curiosity, not with like your intention to monologue. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's so important. Now I have so many friends go out on dates who are like, I didn't talk one time, and it's just the men like
literally
yapping.
That I couldn't believe how many dates I went on that I felt like I was interviewing them for a job, because if I didn't ask a question, they didn't talk.
And then they don't ask the same question in return. It's crazy. It's like they just stop. They're like waiting for the next question to be asked.
No, literally. And then they're like, I feel like I'm on a job interview. And I'm like, I feel like I'm interviewing you. Hello? You could, I am thinking of the question. All you have to say is, how about you?
Yeah, you don't even have to remember the question. Just say, how about you at the end of everything you say.
Literally everything you say. And then you can tune me out. You can literally just check out. You don't have to listen. But you could just say, and you?
Yeah.
And that wasn't happening. And I was like, this is crazy. Or just be like, even a gesture. I'll take it.
Literally. Draw a question mark with your fingers. Well, in LA specifically, I feel like you probably ran into this where it's like, oh my God, he's showing me his like reel for some reason, or like his like demo. And I'm like, what the fuck?
100%. The like trapped listening to their demo is crazy.
You're just like nodding your head. You're like, what face am I supposed to make right now?
No, actually. And how long is the song? Like, how long is a demo supposed to be? Because this feels very long.
It feels like time has stopped.
It's so truly hell. And then I'm like, how have I listened to like 3 of your tracks?
Yeah.
Read your screenplay, and you don't even know my last name.
Yeah, you don't know anything about. Well, because he's trying to network.
No, literally.
He's like, do you by chance know like fuck, I was gonna say, what's his name? The guy in charge of Warner Brothers. Now I lost the joke. The one that's taking all the money. Yeah, that one.
That one.
My friend went on a date recently that was like, and I've told this story on this pod before because it like tickles me to no end, but like he literally sat down and she said something and he's like, that's a great idea for a script. And he took out his phone, which had a script writing app on it, then just started writing the script and not paying attention to her for like 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yeah. Isn't that
writing his script?
Writing his script. And I was like, I don't know if his brain, like, he thought maybe that was like impressive, like he's dedicated to his craft, or
No, that's fucking weird.
Yeah, no, I feel like it was just like, I don't know, he needs some help or something.
That is crazy. No, there's so many LA stories like that of just like, yeah, sometimes it's all about networking in that way. And you're like, oh, good.
You're like, I don't know anyone. I'm sorry. Like, I'm telling you right now.
Like, I'm a nanny. The
David
only person I talk to. That is it. The person taking all the money.
Yeah.
No, I'm like, the only person I talk to is the 4-year-old I nanny, and she's not interested. I already know.
Like, if you if you want info on, like, this, like, Frozen, she'll give it to you. But,
literally.
Like, that's it.
No, I know. Just really a lot of, like, out of touch people.
No, I think it's weird.
Crazy.
We feel like we have to like prove ourselves when actually like what you can do is what you said, like curiosity is like the way to make people feel the best about themselves, and asking people questions is like going to go way farther than bragging about any of your accomplishments.
I know, and 100%, and I feel like some people get nervous on first dates, and so that's kind of why maybe we end up in that pattern. And so I've even tried to get better at like, I ask them a question, they answer it. They don't ask me back, but I will answer it too. Also,
yeah,
I'm like, that reminds me of the answer to that question for myself. And then I kind of do it myself. And sometimes I've even found like the guys are grateful that I did that.
Yeah,
but I still don't go on a second date with them because I'm like, if you don't ask me, if you're not curious about me, that tells me everything I need to know about you as a partner, you as a father, you in bed, you
about life, like. What you think of other people, empathy, like
truly.
All that good stuff.
Because I'm also such a curious person. Like, I don't know how you're not, if I don't know you at all, I have so many questions.
Yeah.
Like, how do you not have that many questions? Like, we should never run out of ideas on a first date because we have nothing, like, we don't know anything about each other.
Totally.
So I have, like, 30 years to catch up on. Like, let's start from the beginning.
Yeah,
you know?
like day one, tell me.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, what's your thought you've ever had on every day of your life? I'd love to know it. Really,
what was your mother's womb like?
Like, I'm really sounding more and more like my mom as this pod goes on.
Which she's an icon, as you should. Is there any like lasting advice you want to get to people before we move on to Send to the Sewers?
I think my advice would be to just truly like lean into the chaos of IRL dating. I think it's only a net positive experience. You will either A, make new friends that are single that you can hang out with. You will B, learn something about yourself. You will C, be proud of yourself for putting yourself out there and like get that energy back to you in some way. You'll be more in control of your dating life and have more say of the people you take time with or give your time to. And you will get to have a great experience. And I think there's no L other than potentially rejection, but that's going to exist in your dating life anyway. So why would you not want to be rejected by like the people you're looking for rather than be rejected by the people who came to you and who don't feel like people you're excited about? Like the bottom of the barrel you're getting rejected by instead of like you searching for the top of the barrel.
And I also think like the more you're building confidence at these events and by going out and meeting people, the more you're knowing yourself and the less like rejection will hurt, because you'll be like, that wasn't because of me. That's just like we don't vibe with each other.
Totally.
And like it's like exposure therapy. The more you go through it, the easier it gets.
100%. And I feel like you could either meet the love of your life, you could either meet amazing friends, or you could learn a lot about yourself and you do it for the plot. Like, there's so many horrible dates I went on, but I have great stories.
Totally.
And I learned a lot about myself. I learned what I want and need in a partner through all those experiences.
Yeah.
None of them were L's for me, even though a lot of them were terrible.
No, but literally, if anything, you get like a story to tell your girlfriends over brunch.
100%.
And like giggle with them about it. So
100%.
a win-win.
A win-win.
Well, I'm so thankful you're like providing this space for people. I think it's so cool and so needed, especially as the apps are like, no offense to the apps, but they're just, I don't know what the algorithm's doing. I mean, it's trying to keep people to stay.
Yeah.
But I just think like, you're so generous with your time to people and like using your talents for like good, which is so cool, and like helping people. You're like the Chris Harrison of like real world pre him getting canceled.
I appreciate that.
Helping people find love.
I'm trying. I'm out in the streets. I'm going to keep trying.
Yeah.
And it's been really fun along the way, even for me.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Okay, well, that was so positive. Now to get a little negative. Let's get into Send It to the Sewers. This is where we rant about something from the week, anything that's on our mind. Do you want me to go first, or would you like to go?
Sure.
Okay. You bringing up Luke Bryan was perfect because I was going to rant about country music. I love country music. Sure. I was raised like Shania Twain, like there was one CMAs or something she rode up in her like jet ski with her like a headband on her hair, like she looks so hot. I was obsessed with her. The Chicks, Tim McGraw. I went to all the country concerts growing up, and I just feel like, not to sound like the person who's like sounds like everyone else dissing country music, but like coming to new country music, it all sounds the same to me, which I know is like, you know, always the diss that people say about country music, but it really all sounds like AI manufactured now, where any like new artist is like, she's got jean shorts, she's got the white tank on, you can see her tan skin, she's drinking a beer, you know, like it's just very, and it also feels like performative, like country, like I feel like old school country, even before the people I named, like Willie Nelson, like Chris Christopherson, they were like very against the man, like country used to be like pro-union, like, you know, like we're for the little man actually, like, and now it feels like very with the system, I guess, if that makes sense, like
fall in line kind of vibe.
Fall in line with the Republican Party, kind of, like, in the white people, I guess. Yeah. And, like, going to Cowboy Carter made me be like, oh my, I have vegan country boots because I used to be vegan, so my mom got them for me in, like, my country phase. And, like, cute. I put my vegan country boots on, and, you know, I was like, oh my God, this feels so good, like, to be back out, like, kicking my boots and, like, on my jean skirt. And I was like, man, I've, like, forgotten how good it feels to go to country concerts, and I feel like I don't anymore. One, because like I don't agree with maybe like the politics of a lot of people in country now. Totally. I mean, Jason Aldean, like, let me fight you. But two, like I just like also it does, I feel like we've lost like creativity, and what I think made country so great when I started listening to it was like the specifics of it, and now it's become like so broad audience.
Yeah, that's a really good take, actually. I mean, I feel like even Stagecoach this year, they were saying like there were so many just didn't really feel safe anymore. It was like they're almost using the music as like a anthem to something much more hateful and much more like exclusive and kind of instead of inclusive.
Totally.
Which I feel like reflects also in like the sound, like the kind of how it all sounds the same. Yeah. I think it's because it's like kind of just appealing to one demographic now.
Totally. And I wanted to be like, why is this happening? And then I remembered fucking Toby Keith, who's dead, so sucks to suck. Just kidding. I mean, he was a pretty awful guy, but like the Dixie Chicks, they were like anti-war, talking out about the war, and then because they had this like anti-man view, like stick it to the man view, which historically was country, but Toby Keith was like so like aggressively for the troops or whatever, which is like, do that, but like don't punish people who are not. After they spoke out against like Bush, he got them off the airways, you know, banned from the airways. So that's why the Chicks like disappeared for the longest time. Wow. And I feel like that had a ripple effect, obviously, in country music, because now it's like, be a patriot, like the most patriotic person ever, or like don't be a country star.
Whoa, that's so interesting. And I even felt that at Cowboy Carter too. At first, I was like, this is a lot of America. I was like the huge American flag. I was like a little bit like, oh, did I miss something? You know what I mean? And then it started and I was like, period. Okay, exactly. Like this is the way to use country like to fight the fight.
Yes. The American flag and be like, this is what America's about.
This is what freedom looks like. Yeah. And
oh my God, when she started saying freedom, like from Lemonade, I was like,
it was so. Did you see it in LA?
Yes.
Me too.
I was like so top nosebleed. like I couldn't even see the screen really, because it was like my friend was so high. He was like, I think I like am high enough that it's like I'm seeing the screen as if I were in front of it. Like it was like transporting him.
That's a great high.
I know. I was like, man, I am jealous right now.
You're like, give me some of that.
Yeah. But it was like 10 out of 10. One of the best shows ever put on.
So good. And I used to not fuck with concerts, hot take, because I just was like, I don't know, you're kind of like, everyone's screaming and you're just not even hearing the artist, and I'm in a plastic chair and I'm like, why did I spend hundreds of dollars on this? Totally. But that really like brought it. I was like, I love concerts. Actually, that was amazing, and I will be going to more concerts.
But maybe don't go to any other concert besides Beyonce, because she probably set a really high bar.
That's what my friends said too. They're like, okay, you love concerts after seeing Beyonce. Like, what a cold take that is. Like, wow, how original.
Oh my God, when Blue did her walk.
I know. It was so good.
It's so good. And it did for like a second. I was like, I'm a patriot. And then I was like, okay. As soon as I left, I was like, am I?
I know. I'm like, I'm a patriot to whatever that is.
Yeah, to that. For everything else, I'm a deserter.
Yeah. I love that.
Get me out of here. What's your send it to the sewers this week?
My send it to the sewers, I can't tell if I should talk about sex or Love Island.
Oh my God. Do both. Whatever.
I feel like because you're so sex positive, especially on this pod, maybe I'll do the sex one.
Yeah.
Also because my Love Island hot take, no one will agree with me. So.
Oh, I'm dead. I'll ask you after.
Okay, deal. My send it to the sewer is that I think the men who don't return sexual favors should die.
100%.
Because this has happened to my friend recently this week, and it's that is the real pandemic, is men who won't go down on women. Nothing gets me madder than that. And they're always the men who are the first to push your head down to service them. And then when it comes to your turn, they are gone in the wind, far, far away. And I just think it's so fucked up because I don't, enjoy doing that. It's not a sport of mine. I'm doing that
for you
because your pleasure is important to me. And my friend didn't get it back, and she was so frustrated, and spent a lot of time down there, and then didn't have any orgasm, nothing, and then left and was so annoyed. And his reasoning was oh, I just don't do that.
He actually said that out loud?
Yeah, because she asked, which I was period.
Yeah,
ask what you want. As you
sometimes
should.
Communication, sometimes they just don't know, they're not sure, give them the benefit of the doubt.
100%. And she was practicing really standing up for herself, and so she asked, and then he says, I don't do that.
Okay, well, I don't do this.
Right. And she kicked him out. And I was I want to find this man and be why? What is wrong with you? And what partnership are you going to find where they think that's acceptable? I guess there are women who don't love that. So, I guess he'll probably find one of those. But it just irks me so much because it just says so much about the male ego and men in relationships and men in intimacy. And nothing makes me more irritated than that. And so this happened to my friend recently. And I wish that man the worst.
Oh, well, I'm so proud of your friend for bringing it up and for right away being fuck no, bye.
Yeah.
But it almost feels like the world is getting more, just in general, more individualistic and less doing things for their fellow man or community. And I feel especially men are feeling that way, not to generalize, but watching Love Island this season, not to bring it to Love Island, but they're not putting in effort or work. The men are not going out of their way to make women feel special. I do think it's a stark contrast from past seasons.
Yeah.
And it just feels there's something there where I don't know if it's an entitlement or a resentment towards women.
Right. There is, because it's, not just I know some of the internet has said it already, the men are so mediocre this season.
Yeah.
And the women are the hottest people I've ever seen in my life.
Literally.
And then that's kind of represented in how they interact as well. The women I feel being very intentional, going out of their way to talk to these men, and I feel the men are kind of just kind of floating in the wind.
Yeah, and kind of even being rude and something Ace being mad at sweet little Amaya Papaya.
I know.
She was calling him babe, which was just in her vernacular, and that was wild. It was he actually just disliked her for her.
Right. Then why'd you couple up with her?
100%.
Then why the F would you ever couple up with her? That pissed me off. And I don't know if you've watched the most recent episode with TJ.
Yes.
Rating all the girls bad at kissing. I was are you trying to get laid?
No.
Are you trying to have connection?
Well, and they found his
yeah.
Well, and so that's
the other thing.
That is the men who follow Andrew Tate. There is this movement of men who, the ones who are I gotta find a high value women. It's okay, look at yourself. What are you bringing to the table? Is it eating someone out? If not, you're not a high value, quote unquote, as you would say, a high value man. I don't like to label people as high value because that's so weird. But by your standards, I don't think you would match. If you were a girl with the same standards of high value, would you match those standards? Did I word that correctly?
Yes.
Okay.
I know, because that's, I think, what pisses me off about the dichotomy of it is that we are just expected to do that sexual favor, right? And it is I feel maybe 50-50 on the men who do it back.
That's
I hear it a lot from random men in life.
I'm
I'm like, who taught you all this? Like, I watched an episode of Sopranos where he like dissed it, and I was like, is this where all men learn that? Like, who taught y'all that this is normal?
Yeah.
Because it is not. And yet, if women were out there being like, I don't suck dick.
Yeah.
They would be like, excuse me.
They would like
Twitch.
They would break down. Like, yeah, it's very, one, don't expect it in return if you're not doing it. And two, don't you want your partners to have a pleasurable experience? Like, that's the most wild thing for me. Penetration is not the way that's going to happen. It's going to happen because of attention paid to the clit. So you can either vibrator, fingers, or your mouth. And if you're not doing that or doing something to pleasure your partner, guess what? You're not worth spending time on. You're not a high value man.
It's so true. And like, even just look at how TJ kissed. He's a high value man. His rhythm was like, I'm like, exactly. You are mediocre at this, and you want high value woman, whatever that means. But you're delivering like a 2 out of 10 kiss, but then rating them a 6. Go. Fuck.
I'm so curious, like how, like, future dating goes because of this maybe epidemic of. But you seem to be like having good men come. Yeah. Like, and obviously, like, you're engaged to men, I'm married to a man. We love men, but like, you seem that you're finding good ones. Like,
yeah, I feel like a lot of sweet, kind guys come to this party. A lot of sweet, kind girls come to the party, which I'm really lucky for. But I hope that I hope it makes men step up. I'm not sure it will, but me and my fiance have this conversation all the time where he thinks that. I think that it's like 60% of men are maybe not the best and 40% are really good. And he thinks it's reversed. And we like fight because him and all his friends are really like sweet angel boys. But I feel like when you talk to girls who are dating, it's not looking 60-40 in our favor in terms of quality versus, So,
well, I think the men who are going out of the way to come to the singles events are the ones who are like, I want to put in an effort, because that in itself is putting in an effort.
Totally. And like, I think there's something about buying a ticket. Like, we don't really have a ton of creeps come. Like, it's, a really safe space for dating. In 3 years, I've had to kick out like 3 people. It's really not like a thing we do. So I think there's something about buying a ticket, showing up to an event. It kind of weeds out the weirdos in some way. And so, the guys and the women and all the singles who've come to the event, I think I've gotten really lucky. They're all always very kind, smart, funny people.
I love that.
I'm really grateful for it.
You're like putting positive men into the world, because we need and positive people in the world, and you're just like helping. You're a little Cupid, like helping. Is that what Cupid does? Does he get people together?
Yeah, he like shoots them with an arrow. Yeah,
with his violence.
Yeah.
But, cancel Cupid. But yeah, I'm so thankful that you're out here doing what you're doing, and like, I'm so excited. I'm gonna have my sister come to one of your parties. I'm so excited to like recommend your parties to all my friends, because all my friends in LA are single girlies.
Oh my God, send them my way.
Yeah, I would love to.
I would love that,
and they would love to too. When's your next event in LA?
Next one in LA is July 11th at the waterfront.
Oh, perfect location.
I know, I love that place so much.
Amazing. Well, where can everyone find you?
Yes, you can find me at Cassidy-Davis on Instagram and TikTok, and then at Chaotic Singles Party on Instagram or chaoticsinglesparty.com.
Yay! Yay! Everyone check out Cassidy. Thank you, Feral Friends, for listening. It was so wonderful chatting with you.
It was so wonderful chatting with you, too.
My new WeHo friends.
I know.
And we'll see you all next week. Bye!